Westcast
Network.
Tonight on Larry Craig.
I'm Larry Craig, and this is the Larry Craig. Our guest tonight is the head of the Ninja Foot Clan, the master of the Technodrome. But I know him as Hiroko Saki. Please welcome the Shredder.
Thank you very much, Larry Craig. I am very happy to be here.
Shredder, have you finally found a plan to destroy the turtles?
Well, it's in development now, Larry Craig, but I do believe that we have the infrastructure in place for us to dominate the universe through the Technodrome system.
The laser beam system.
We have all the systems.
We have a caller on line 1 from Walla Walla, Washington. Caller, can you hear it?
Yes, I'm wondering how many times I have to contact the Technodrome to come out and look at my cable. You're located underneath the streets of my city, taking up space in the mantle of the earth, but you can't fix a phone line while you're down there?
I can't fix your phone line because I need a body.
Let me address the caller, Larry Craig. Ever since we acquired Time Warner Cable, we have been in a situation where we have to restructure the Technodrome and the Foot Clan. We've outsourced our foot soldiers to Foxconn and other factories in China, and they're being constructed on the cheap, but they still have the same quality, designed under the earth, in the Technodrome, but made in China, and they will be able to address your cable problems soon.
Yeah, good Chinese mutagen we make them with.
It's a global economy.
Bebop, take care of that caller. It could be a turtle. And get me a body.
Do you remember the time that we went to Peter Luger's Steakhouse in Brooklyn?
And they kicked me out because I didn't have a body.
I said, listen here, tonight we will dine on steaks and turtle soup. You have his picture on the wall, damn it. He's been on CNN for the past 19 years.
Well, I couldn't get a house in Manhattan because I don't have a body. I go into the restaurant and they're like, sorry, sir, we don't serve brains here. So I said, I guess I'd better go to an ethnic restaurant then with a... I like fish because it's good brain food. But I can't eat it because I don't have a body. I need a body.
That's okay.
Can you stroke my occipital lobe?
Don't you have a production assistant to do that?
Bebop! Stroke my occipital lobe!
Fix and start kicking ass, just like it said at the beginning of the program.
Man of the hour. Tower of power. Too sweet to be sour.
Sending your ass on the jabroni jet to the other side of the territory, brother.
The Alabama Hammer.
Nightmares are the best part of my day.
The goods from the wood.
Hot damn.
Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. I'm Rivers Langley. Pat Riley.
I'm looking at Man of the Hour. Tower of power. Too sweet to be sour.
As one way out of a bit. And today we are joined by our dear friend. Hey, everybody. I'm Justin Lentz.
I believe you're our first repeat guest.
That's right.
So this is historical.
That's right.
Very historical.
On the Worst Gimmicks episode with Mike Lawrence.
Yes.
And now we're back to talk records
Yeah.
and all kinds of other stuff.
Is that a mad ball on your T-shirt?
No, it's a Mishka shirt that says "fuck cats" because this is their Spuds McKenzie.
It's like one-eyed dog.
Yeah, he's like living on an island, just fucking partying down. He's got a cool shirt with the sleeves ripped off of it.
I imagine that's what Spuds McKenzie looks like now, you know?
I
After
think
all
he looks
those
a lot
partying
like-
days in the 80s, you
He
know?
looks a lot like Bill Dundee nowadays, I think.
He didn't realize you're not supposed to do cocaine in your eye, so now he's just down to one big eye.
Exactly. When he hit that low point in his addiction, Spuds McKenzie took to injecting heroin into his eyes.
His big secret was that he was a she, actually. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, because when the dog stood on his hind legs, they didn't want the big dig dog hanging out there and all that shit. So they actually used a female dog for that.
You would think that a giant dog dick would sell more beer than a dog vagina, but the people have spoken.
Dog vagina is actually ugly. Now, I'm not saying.
You're saying it like I was like defending it.
Well,
like,
I'm just saying, I don't go out of my way to check it out, but Little Wiggles, this girl dog, and she likes to like lie on her back and do the break dance and all that shit. And you can see it, and it is just nasty. It looks almost like punctuation or something, the way it's shaped.
Semicolon.
No, like a new symbol. A new punctuation.
The theme for tonight is veterinary science here at the Goods from the Woods.
That's right.
We have James Harriet coming on.
I think that's probably why I could never watch that movie with Rick Moranis and the talking plant.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, because that's what a dog vagina looks like to me. Is that thing like sticking
plant?
out of feed me?
Well, I haven't seen them open. I'm not saying that. I've only seen them closed.
There's
and
teeth and they sing standards. So Rivers helped me drop off a bunch of film equipment today, and then watched me get in a fight with a one-legged hobo.
Yeah, that's right.
He's scrappy.
At a gas station in Sun Valley.
Yeah, he just kept calling us Gaylord.
He called me a gay lord, and that's when I started dying.
Is he 12?
No, he was an Iraq war veteran, according to him. But he had 2 teardrop tattoos. They don't let murderers in the military. You have to get that after the military.
And they let him out of the joint that quickly?
Apparently. And also, it didn't look like his leg got blown off in 2004. It looked like it got blown off in 2012. It was still like wrapped and shit, and he had a hover-around chair and was asking people for money. And then
Hover-around takes me where I want to go.
he was on his way to the Grand Canyon.
He got waylaid.
He was like, damn it, I need more money to get there.
Where will it send me?
Electricity's not cheap.
No, but I'll tell you, the homeless out here are really aggressive.
Super aggressive.
The first time I went to Meltdown, one of them tried to start a fight with me outside.
Yeah. Because, it's like, do you have a cigarette? No. Then fuck you.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
what he was
Jesus.
like. That's what he was like. And I tell you, man, it's like the coyotes or something. People don't know how to treat them out here or something, so they get too bold.
Well, I was talking to Rivers about it in the car because I was well pissed off for 10 minutes. And I'm just like, I think I know why homeless, like, out of nowhere, I was like quiet for like 30 seconds. I was like, I think I know why they're so fucking assholey out here with the homeless people. And it's because there's too many, like, people that just give them money.
Yeah.
So when you don't give them money, you're now like, oh, fuck you, man. The last guy gave me $20. And it's like, yeah, I don't have $20.
They indulge. They don't have the contriteness that comes with things like having to sleep on a heating vent in the winter and all that shit.
But there's also the thing where, like, the missions are pretty rough. The homeless people are just like a giant prop for, like, PR. Yeah. Like things for like Jennifer Love Hewitt is going to feed some homeless people down at the LA Mission, you know, and they're kind of just like background setting, you know, people that kind of walk by, you know.
So they're featured extras.
Exactly. And they're not unionized, therefore.
But they make more money than central casting people most of the time, which is nice.
And they don't have to go over to Burbank and wait in line.
That's true. They just get to hang out downtown and just wait.
Yeah, it's under the bridge.
Although the people in line at Central Casting are probably crazier than most of the homeless people.
People in line in Central Casting are,
and I'm speaking as one of them. I think everybody
mine run
has
out.
Probably stood in that line.
I have to re-up. Mine run out.
Yeah.
How close is the line at Central Casting to the line right before you get into a comedy club? Because everybody in that line is a shitty comic right then, because they're trying to get all of their getting laid punches in before they go in and see a real comedian. Because now it's like, maybe she'll get confused, and I was telling jokes and that guy was telling jokes. Maybe she'll blow me because I said something funny.
Right. It's
awful.
The line outside of Central Casting when I was there were people juggling. There were people fucking, everything short. It was like Venice Beach.
Yeah.
Pretty much, except in a little small part of under a bridge.
You don't know when they're going to need a juggler on the fly.
It was the only thing that was missing was that guy who wears the turban and plays the electric guitar.
Wait, so the guy with the wheelbarrow full of reggae kids music was there?
Oh, the reggae kids music is the best.
Spider went up the water spout.
Have you ever seen The Tree?
No.
You never seen the guy on stilts who carries like a big palm branch and he's all green like Moss Man? He's horrifying.
Oh wait, and is he like really ripped?
No, he's tall because he's on stilts.
Like lanky.
So he's like Tree Man. He's like them Lord of the Rings Tree Man.
Treant.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that guy. I've seen the 3 guys that look like they got lost on their way to the weightlifting area. They're literally wearing like a high back thong.
Yeah.
And they're just walking around going, hey. And they're just posing.
And there's that old fella who always wears like the exercise Speedo.
Yeah.
It looks like he was in
fucking
good shape.
Ripped. Yeah.
Or now ripped in the 80s.
Yeah. Now he's got like...
he's got that
like
Iron
if you put
Sheik
water in a Ziploc bag too long, and it starts getting those weird wrinkles.
that Iron Sheik physique where you have like the muscles, but you have the gut at the same time.
And his skin looks like the interior of a 1987 Cutlass Supreme.
Yeah,
you know, that like
butter soft.
that fake leather just cracking. Maybe some cigarette burns on
it's
it.
like Golden Boy Chick Donovan.
There's so many parts. We drove around pretty much all day, and it was just like, oh, I fucking hate so much of this city. And then you would see parts of the city where it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then immediately like be presented with like a crazy homeless person that's yelling at car windows or just like.
They annoy the shit out of me because you cannot go to a fast food place here and eat inside. They're all homeless shelters.
Yeah. It's like they're all homeless shelters and then they just like. There's like. It seems like they're really ready to rush normal people out of there, but then like homeless Jack can just stay in the corner for 9 hours.
Oh, you go to the Wendy's and stuff. Well, I went to Wendy's up on Venice because there's never a lot of Wendy's. They always like make themselves intentionally rare or something. And you're in there eating, and then there's the homeless guy who just comes in and thinks it's his job to start rearranging the chairs and shit like that. And then that guy goes to a lot of the different fast foods because I've seen him at a Del Taco doing the same shit.
He's just the maid service for
He
most
just,
fast
he
food
just
restaurants.
rearranges the chairs like he's got some compulsion or some shit.
Weird.
Well, he's got to feel like he has a use somewhere. Like he's got a calling.
His use is driving people the hell out of there.
Driving
my ass out of there.
Some people collect cans and take it to the recycling thing. Other people just,
move chairs.
Move chairs.
I think somebody walks over and gives him 50 cents, and he's like, I got to do this more. Where's the Del Taco?
I may have mentioned this before, but I was on Venice Beach one time, and a guy just straight up asked me for money. And like anywhere else in the city, you're like, okay, I might consider it. But there, I felt like this is a talent show.
Hold on a second.
Get a guitar.
Give me something.
I can handle with the homeless people. I can because there's a reason, bad mental health thing, the VA being fucked up. The thing that annoys me is the clipboard people. They got no excuse. They've got no excuse,
They always have the most asshole thing to say to you to get you to stop because you want to respond to it.
What, you don't you hate dead gay kids?
Oh, you hate the earth? Where you going? You hate the earth? Oh, God.
The earth.
I hate the earth and everything in it now.
Yeah, it's like because of you, I want to see a catastrophic event just strike us all.
We did pass by a bunch of flags at half staff, and I was wondering why, and it didn't occur to me that, of course, it's in memory of the Ultimate Warrior.
His government name is Warrior, by the way. It's Warrior.
First name,
name Warrior. Last name Warrior.
Why not first name Ultimate?
Why not first name?
Because he's the double warrior, aka the
ultimate
ultimate warrior.
Yeah.
He is double quarter pounder warrior.
warrior
It might
with
have been
cheese.
a copyright issue.
Yeah, it's a copyright thing.
Because the whole reason he changed his name was because he didn't own the name.
Right.
Warrior.
Wait, he didn't own the name Warrior?
He did own the name
Ultimate
Warrior. Oh. He owned the name Warrior because he changed his name to Warrior, but he did not own the rights to Ultimate Warrior.
I think Ken Shamrock really missed a good thing that he could have had the finishing move, the Shamrock Shake. Where, why didn't he fucking do that? I just thought of that. He hit that stupid fucking ankle lock. He could have Shamrock Shaked him.
They could have put that
Or
in
the Shamrock
cookbook.
Shakedown. So you don't get sued by the
shakes him
McDonald's.
like a baby until he dies.
he just snaps
Instead of doing an
Luger's
Andy
back.
Kaufman thing where he only wrestles kids or some shit.
Oh, that would be great. I think that's what he does now. Is he just goes to
wrestles
preschool
kids.
and just grabs him by the shirt and just shakes him
I
till he
could,
stops
I
moving.
could see Vern Gagne doing something like that.
Yeah.
Do you think you're tough enough? You think you're tough enough to be a wrestler?
Just pushes
Get on the
him
mat.
over.
Get on the mat.
He just brings one and slides.
Well, he was like
him.
that because you remember every wrestling would always say, "Don't try this at home."
Yeah.
Except the AWA,
Yeah,
which would always say, "Get out there, get on an amateur mat, learn. You can be a wrestler too." The AWA was the one promotion that was trying to get you
because
to
they
wrestle.
wanted it to look real because that was his whole idea. But like the guys that were in there for the most part didn't look like athletes. Like Jerry Blackwell didn't look like an athlete. He was
Jerry Blackwell looked like an old guy you'd see on a
Barry
hover
Van
round at a
Ratchke
Walmart.
didn't look like an athlete.
Calling us Gaylords.
He looked
Barry
like
Van Ratchke, yeah.
he looked like E.T. That's what Jesse Ventura used to say. Oh, actually, I always thought Baron von Raschke looked like a fetus.
Yeah, like
At the end of 2001.
Yeah.
he does
Star
look
Child.
like
Star
one
Child.
of those what do they call them? The wet brain babies that are like their mom's been drinking
Pinhead.
like way too long.
Oh, fetal alcohol syndrome.
Fetal alcohol syndrome. Like he's got kind of like the ears are a little bit too forward. The back of the head's a little too big. Not
The
quite
top of the head
alien.
is a little bit pointy.
Yeah, like it's got like it's like the fucking bald bull from fucking Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
The thing that got me about Bald Bull is he had that sideburns but no hair
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
going, which is always
That was
bizarre.
all fashion statement. He bicked his head every day
We used
and
to
then was
call
like,
him-
"Give me 4 bits of mustache."
Yeah, we used to call
Here.
him Bald Balls.
So the Warrior.
Yeah. Sorry.
R.I.P.
Speak to me from beyond the grave.
The Warrior
Tell
Seance.
the lore of the war that you have in your heart.
I mean, we did a seance for George Jones. We
Yeah.
do a seance for the Warrior.
You can bring the Warrior back.
But we might get the ghost of the Ultimate Warrior. If you
Yeah.
remember those promos he did a few years
God,
back.
that'd be the
Remember
most.
those?
Oh, where he was in the mirror.
Warrior thinks it's funny.
Remember that he had his thing on his website where he would wear like an Ultimate Warrior Halloween mask and he
Yeah.
would talk to the action figure of himself.
So weird.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the thing in WCW where he would appear in the,
Appear in the
mirror.
mirror,
Like
yeah.
Hogan would be looking in the mirror and he would like appear in the mirror. And he wrote that apparently.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He wrote the entire
that
thing.
was the first photo bomb. Was the Warrior in the mirror gag?
Well, maybe he's like Candyman now, and if you say the Warrior enough times, he'll appear.
He'll
in
appear in the mirror.
I remember actually back in the day, fun spot. Frank winning a Ultimate Warrior Hasbro action figure at Fun Spot.
Really?
Yeah.
How many tickets was that?
A lot. Not as many as the famous Dusty Rhodes, but a lot. If you remember the Hasbro WWF action
Oh, yeah.
figure? The first Warrior sucked because it was one of them figures that had the legs were attached to each other.
Yeah.
But the second one was the shit because he could do the gorilla slam and all
Yeah.
that. That was
And
hot
it was
shit.
it was a gear mechanism, so it wouldn't go out like the fucking rubber band ones from the stiff leg ones. Because the Hogan one
Or the spring.
the Hogan one
Yeah.
would do the shirt rip. He would do the motion, but it was a spring, and that one was actually like shit. I think I still have mine.
The
Wasn't
problem-
that
was that a later one or was that the Hasbro?
The problem with the
Hasbro.
Ultimate
Was the
Warrior
Hasbro?
one is that his fingers were separated and my dog bit them all off. So
Oh,
I was
no.
like, yeah.
you looked like you had a firecracker incident.
You just had the bare hands.
You kids, when you're working in the wood shop, put a safety on the saw.
around the jigsaw.
That's what happens when you lie on the lawn and wait for the lawnmowers.
Woodworkers! You have to go to the workers' comp board of parts unknown.
You have to get your whittling shit from your scoutmaster.
What did you guys think of the Warrior tribute on Raw?
I did not see it.
You know, watching it?
I saw it.
It's a good
and
video.
It felt so cheap. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
just like, yeah, why? You know, how fucking long did they take to actually honor the dude? And then he just happens to drop dead the next week,
Yeah.
which is a shitty, unforeseen, horrible situation.
Or
but then
conspiracy
to,
theory.
is there? I'm sure there's already that.
Oh, yeah.
But
But
Jack Haynes.
it was
probably
a
has
work.
You killed him, man. In my world, you killed him.
But for the WWE to have just 4 years ago put out that DVD where they just trashed him, the whole
Yeah.
the whole point of the DVD was to be like, man, you know, he's not that great. To then, you know, come on and just be like, oh, he was one of the greatest performers and blah blah blah. I'm like,
Well, they
just
make
put up the
amends.
picture at the beginning with the dates and keep your fucking mouth shut.
It
you know
feels
what I mean?
so forced too, because if you don't think politics matters in wrestling, Ultimate Warrior gets an entire episode. Macho Man,
did do
Macho Man
That
got
was a
2
couple
minutes.
years ago.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was a
they
couple
gave
years
him
ago.
like this fucking, and it felt super cheesy again.
Well, Macho Man is still not even in the Hall of Fame, and I
Which
feel
is
like
so
but
fucking
this-
stupid.
Yeah.
That's a complicated issue.
well, what? Because Lenny said he wanted.
Lennis said he wanted to be inducted as a family, and I believe that.
Yeah,
Because if you look at Savage's history, he definitely always considered what he did in the business as a family thing.
Yeah.
Especially if you see his
Yeah.
WWF
Yeah.
stuff. And on top of that, Remember, he did the same thing. He actually led to the end of the WCW Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Because remember, he insisted that Angelo Poffo be inducted into it, even though he wasn't a big NWA wrestler.
Yeah.
And Gordon Soley, who was the caretaker of the Hall of Fame, retired in protest over that.
Oh, wow.
So he's done that before, so I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
That said, I don't see any reason why they don't.
Yeah,
Because,
why not?
I mean,
Just because as soon as Macho Man's dead, everybody wants to see
you know,
that.
Leonard Poffo. I mean, if Coco
Put the guy-
Beware, and God bless, I love Coco, but if Coco Beware is big enough for their Hall of Fame, then Leonard Poffo certainly is.
Yeah.
Well, and it's such a slap in the face to let guys in like Coco be aware, and then Macho Man is just kind of like cut out of the whole thing. You know, politics aside, that's a legendary wrestler. Him not being in the Hall of Fame
It
hurts
just
the
doesn't
Hall
make
of Fame
sense.
just as bad.
Especially now because they've fixed up a lot of those big like exclusions, like
Bret
San
Hart,
Martino,
yeah.
and Bob Backlund,
Yeah.
and
Well,
now
and-
Warrior.
When Eddie Guerrero died, he was accepted into the WWE Hall of Fame that year.
I've heard Leonard Poffo suggest, and I tend to believe that part of the reason why they were estranged for so long is when Savage up and left, he took the Slim Jim.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh,
Because Slim Jim was the big.
And
Yeah, oh yeah, that was like
let's
Stack or
bring this
Two and
full
Slim
circle.
Jims.
Let's bring this full circle. Most people don't remember this, but Randy Savage actually inherited the Slim Jim gig from Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Because Ultimate Warrior was the original WWF Slim Jim's commercial.
Holy
Remember?
shit, it's a beef jerky conspiracy.
Remember that shit? The
Slim
garage door?
Jim's-
The
Slim
garage
Jim
door?
killed Ultimate Warrior.
The following is a paid announcement.
So, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
You boys a bit bored? Snap into it! Snap into a Slim Jim! Tear to the spice! Snap into a Slim Jim!
I remember watching this when I was a kid. He was on Regis and Kathy Lee. And
A lot of
Was he
wrestlers
promoting
were.
WrestleMania?
he was
They had
promoting.
like you ever see the Mr. Perfect one? It's
That
a
one's
trip.
good.
Well,
Yeah.
Regis Philbin is actually like a pretty big wrestling
Yeah.
fan. Like,
Undertaker
and that's
was on
why
there,
he
too.
used to have a lot of
Yeah.
people
So a
on
lot of
there.
people would go on there, and so Ultimate came on, and Ultimate was business Ultimate. He came in shirtless,
no.
but he had not the full Warrior face.
No, but
paint,
like
just
the
the-
ca-
but
business
the,
casual
the
voice.
Warrior,
Was
the
this-
Warrior logo on his
Was
cheek.
this '96 Warrior?
No,
Man
this
Warrior?
was
No,
91.
This is early.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember watching that.
Yeah, and he
Same
had it
year
on
he-
his cheek.
Same year he was on Arsenio, right?
Yeah, and he comes out and he's not coked up like he was on Arsenio because he was out of control on
Yeah,
Arsenio.
yeah.
He did all the cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
He was
Arsenio.
looking
He did all of
He
Arsenio's
did
cocaine.
all the cocaine.
He was looking
Wow.
for Hogan. He could have been under that couch.
Well,
So-
he couldn't sit down on the Arsenio.
Yeah,
he kept
no,
standing
he
back up.
sat on the arm of the couch.
Yeah.
He was completely sedate throughout the entire thing. And Kathy Lee is sweating him so bad. She is like a 12-year-old girl.
Oh, my
just
God.
like, oh my God, who is this vision of manhood that came in front of me? Just like and his hair's all teased out and
Yeah.
shit. He is full warrior mode. And all just orange. Just a mountain of early '90s male, female desire, and so he's doing his thing, and you know, Kathy Lee is just stammering and stumbling, and just like she's into it. She's just ready.
She's in heat.
Yeah.
She's
We can
about
say
to
that, right?
slide off
Yeah,
of her
she's-
bench seat.
Yeah. She's like and then Warrior does this thing where he like has to show that he's like mad because they were talking about Rick Rude.
Oh, God.
And he was getting mad about Rick Rude, and he had to show that he still had that Warrior rage, that he wasn't just Jim Hellwig for this appearance.
Yeah.
He was Warrior.
Yeah.
So he starts to very tepidly destroy the set, which means overturning couches and chairs.
He just grabs all the cushions.
Hold on a second. Warrior bends down to flip this couch. And this is live with Regis and Kathy Lee.
Yes.
Bends down to flip the couch, and he lets out the biggest fart. Just so much protein powder in him that he just lets loose. And it's two farts. One is just big. and it's like it's far away from the camera and the boom mic. So this had some gusto.
Yeah.
Like people in the back of the back of the studio audience would have heard this thing.
Oh,
He
boy.
because he'd been taking so many protein supplements and eating Ico Pro bars and all that
gotta
stuff.
want it.
Yeah.
And he just lets out a major league fart.
Here's what I like. I like when you get mad, you know? When they come to you for the interview and you're like this. Ah. Oh! Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And you just see Kathy Lee's face just shift from like ready to jump his bones to being absolutely, positively just nauseated by what she's just heard, and she just wants him to get the hell out of there.
Also, TV doesn't show you what smell does.
Yeah.
And a protein shake bar smells awful.
Yeah, and she's just kind of like, get him out of here. Just kind of give him the face to like, let's roll the commercial.
I think he shit his pants. I think he took the ultimate shit in his pants.
There's so many people that are just like, I was there when I saw Sinead O'Connor rip the Pope's photo in half, or I was there. Like, those are live things that are never coming back, and you see the person get blackballed, and that's a moment of magic.
Yeah.
Well, do
you have that moment of magic with seeing the Ultimate Warrior just rip ass. Loudly
wet his shorts on national television,
on broadcast
television,
and get blackballed.
Well, brownballed, really. I do really love those shows. Like, I used to love the way that those shows would like try to bring the actual like supervising producer in on the bit. They were like, we're behind schedule. You gotta fucking stop that shit. And like they would always do it on Regis and Kathy Lee, and they would like cut to him, and he would just stone face like, you motherfuckers. Like we were supposed to bring out Goldie Hawn fucking 20 minutes ago to talk about Bird on a Wire.
You ran the fucking light.
Sons of bitches. Kathy Lee's got to talk about fucking Frank and like how she's not running sweatshops because it's still like 92, 93. So she's just backpedaling for like 6 months.
I mean, she was tired having to fly to Malaysia, whip children, and fly back.
Because it's a skeleton sweatshop crew. You know how much a good whip guy costs in Malaysia?
Yeah.
Those guys are like the IT world here.
It's really hard to get.
People go to school to learn how to use a fucking claw whip.
They go to the Simon Legree School of Weapon people.
It's the Temple of Doom University. What'd you major in? Well, I had a major in whipping, but like really, like you can't get a golly ma master's with like you're in school for 9-10 years.
Double major, bullwhip, and cat nine tails.
You have to intern for golly ma for like 3 years before they'll even look at you twice for a job.
Dutch Mantel went there for a while.
Yeah.
By the way, thought of a jokey joke. I've already told him. I can't do a Sean Connery impression. But,
You're the man now, Doug.
But I can't do a Sean Connery impression, but this is the joke. This is my impression of Sean Connery finding out that his daughter has been stripping. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You've been doing what? We named the dog Cinnamon. How's that?
With a good Sean Connery impression.
Yeah. Can you do Sean Connery?
Just think of your Bane impression, because everybody's got a Bane impression, and then if Bane had a stroke. Because you have to kind of slow everything down. It's like, oh, Batman. And then it's like, the minute you kind of like, if you cock your head a little bit, like just think of this side of your face being numb. And just like, winners go home and fuck the prom queen. It's the same fucking thing. Like, but it's like Bane's dad who's like in a nursing home because he can't really take care of himself anymore. And he's like,
want to watch Hollywood Square?
My nurse has the best ass on the planet. Last time she gave me a sponge bath, I felt a tickle in my wiener.
It was like that scene in Zardoz.
That sounds like John Lennon.
All I'm saying is give peace a chance. We were supposed to talk about record collecting 20 minutes ago.
Okay. So, what is the best record?
No, this is the part where Rivers thinks of something really
Sean Connery
funny.
sings
Just
the
like,
Beatles.
All right, we're going 33 1/3 around this week.
It's good enough. All right.
33 1/3 all the way to the record collecting, Justin.
Okay.
1981 Lip Sync. We're going to Funky Town.
So
That's a good song.
The three best records that I've gotten in the last 3 months all came in one hall from a place called Canterbury. Have you been to Canterbury Records?
Yeah, I have.
Canterbury's out in Pasadena. It's fucking amazing. It's
a
like
record bookstore.
record books and CDs, and it's mostly books and CDs. But the thing is you almost have this record room
And it's like
that's been like just kind of forgotten.
And it's run by a guy that just seems like he dropped out of Caltech around 1967 and hasn't left that seat behind the cash machine since.
Well, and it actually, that's the best guy to look for, is the guy who doesn't really, he's not in it to like, we got to make this store make a profit. He's just like, I have this store with all this shit
building.
in it. Yeah. I got Portishead's Music by Portishead, sealed copy from 97.
Okay.
For $11.
Yeah, that's not bad. I
got a first pressing of Tom Waits' Blue Valentine record with the gatefold attached for $6.
Shit.
Yeah. And then I found I think 3 Giorgio Moroder 45s there.
Yeah.
That were still in like the original like RCA jacket, and it wasn't brown, which meant that they'd never really left that place. Like they still had white on brown, so like the RCA logo shows up in brown and there's like a lighter brown one underneath it. If that's browned at all, it means it's probably sat in storage, it's sat somewhere it's not climate controlled. And it's like, where the fuck did this place come from? It's like going to a record store before like 1984 when tapes kind of fucking destroyed everything for a while. And and I found Tex Ritter's Blood in the Saddle.
All right.
Which is so fucking good. It's like murder ballads that are like, yeah, I could, fucking grill a steak to this. Like that's how I describe that record. It's like, put on one side, as soon as you have to flip the record, you just flip the steak and it's just timed perfectly.
No, his son was a good cook because his son was Jack Tripper.
Are you saying that because the names rhyme?
No,
Tex Ritter and Jack Tripper?
No, John Ritter
was
John
the
Ritter.
son of Tex Ritter.
Because you said Jack Tripper,
Yeah, Jack Tripper.
and I thought you thought Jack Tripper was a real person for a second.
I get them confused. It's one of them things
Oh, yeah.
let's be honest. Like, all right, George Jefferson. Did anybody outside of that guy's mother call him Sherman Helmsley?
No.
Oh, he walks down the street, he's George Jefferson.
Or Wheezy. I mean, who knows? Like,
Wheezy.
who called Wheezy any? I don't even know. Wait.
She was in Look Who's Coming to Dinner. That's the only other thing I've ever
Is
seen
it?
Wheezy in.
Oh, God. It's not Florida, is it?
No,
Good
that's
Times?
Good Times.
No, Wheezy
Florida.
Yeah, Florida's.
Florida.
Damn.
And the show
Why
should
you
have
gotta
ended with
be
that.
so weird?
The show, number one, the show should have ended with that.
Yeah.
Number two, do you remember the last episode? How bad was the economy in Chicago that they were moving to Mississippi to get a job?
Oh, wow.
They're moving back. Oh God.
Well, they moved up. And then they moved back down, and they.
No,
this is Good Times.
This is good times.
Oh,
It was good
Isabel
times. This is in.
Sanford.
Okay.
Isabel Sanford. Yeah, that's it.
Isabel
she was Wheezy.
Sanford.
Wheezy.
Yeah, who called her anything besides Wheezy?
Yeah.
Isabel Sanford. Wheezy's a better name. Just take it. Like
It's
it's
even calls her Louise Jefferson. It's
Yeah, she
always
was Wheezy.
Wheezy. Yeah.
Well, they had great chemistry. They were way apart in age too, because Sherman Helmsley was playing older and she was playing younger.
Yeah.
The Good Times was the same way. Florida was like 20 years older than
Golden
John
Girls
Amos.
was the same way. Estelle
Yeah.
Getty was the youngest member of that show.
Yeah.
And was portrayed as the oldest member by
She was
quite a bit.
Yeah, no, she was B. Arthur's mom.
She was so fucking hot in that show.
Estelle Getty.
No,
I thought
B. Arthur.
I thought she was hotter on.
B. Arthur has a
Stop or My Mom Will
strange
Shoot.
charisma.
Okay, you've seen the Star Wars Holiday Special, right?
Yeah. She's damn good in it. Which just seems like it has that
Cantina
almost
owner.
it has that almost Weimar feel to
Yeah.
it. And
Everybody-
she's good.
Have you
She's
ever
like
seen-
the sassy bartender. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Have you
I've
ever
always had a
seen-
thing
And
for
the
sassy
Empire's
bartender.
closing the place down,
Yeah.
and it has that like interwar German kind of feel.
It also
to
has my favorite stormtrooper moment when they go to Chewbacca's family's house
in Kashyyyk
on Kashyyyk
for Life
but
Day.
they call, but they
For
actually,
Life Day,
but they
and-
call it Kajuk in that movie.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you look close.
Which, if you think, okay, it's Kashyyyk.
Yeah.
They call it Kashyyyk in the fucking new trilogy,
Yeah.
and then in that they call it Kashyyyk. And it's like
Make up your
past,
mind.
present, or future, motherfucker. Pick one.
Well,
you
they-
wrote all of them.
Yeah.
they weren't as organized on that kind of shit in the early days.
And it's 20th Century Fox, which is why everything after that's Lucasfilm, because George saw it was like, oh fuck you guys,
Yeah.
now it's mine, not yours anymore.
My
You can
favorite
distribute
part-
it.
Well, here's the thing. Harrison Ford throws himself into that role.
Oh, and
he comes in.
Carrie
and
Fisher is
he's
so
hugging
high on Luz.
everyone in the house. Carrie Fisher sings the song that has. It's set to the Star Wars theme, and it's like we celebrate a day of peace and all this
so
shit.
great.
And fucking Harrison Ford comes in. He's just hugging all the Wookiees, and he's like, "You guys are a big part of my life." And
It's
he
so
says it like
great.
he fucking means it.
He
dude.
he does, dude. Do you know how many lewds were still around back then?
Oh, he was fucking.
Him and Carrie Fisher are and it has one of my favorite title introductions of any Star Wars, where they just put the actors on a chair on a Lazy Susan, and they're like, starring Carrie Fisher, and then some fucking PA just grabs the chair leg and turns her 30 degrees, and you can literally see the drugs in her eyes, like the black oil from X-Files. It's like la 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 Ludes. It's and the whole time I swear she nods off in 2 scenes in that one where they're in where she's supposed to be going to Kashyyyk to meet them all for Life Day, and like if you look in the background, she blinks twice, way too long, like that heroin nod out blink where they're just like, yeah, no, I'm totally with, and then they come back like 2 or 3 seconds later, and she has no dialogue. So I'm thinking she's like, they'll never know.
I like the part where Chewbacca's granddaddy masturbates to that hologram of Diane Carroll.
Yeah, what the hell was that about?
Oh no! And fucking Art Carney is setting him up to Happy Life Day, pal.
And why are they making a cartoon of the fucking most lethal bounty hunter in the galaxy?
That was the first time they ever saw.
That's the first introduction to ride a fucking dinosaur.
That cartoon is one of those things. It's like. It's good, but it's not as good as some people make it out to be.
But I love that they present him as a good guy, and then he totally fucks Luke over.
And then fucking Darth Vader's like, that's why they call you the most dangerous bounty hunter in the galaxy.
The ship's like sinking, and it's like, no, focus on staying alive, asshole.
Well, look at the way they draw fucking, what's his name there? Han Solo.
Yeah.
He looks like the fucking Joe Perry on the cover of the Draw the Line
album. It looks like a heavy metal cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, it's so, like, dead, and the tits just move when the characters aren't moving and shit. All the tires, like, somebody ran out of black ink, so all the tires have huge rims, and it's like, oh, they were really ahead of their time. It's like, no, gray is cheaper than black. Because you just have to put, like, dirt in white, and it's fine.
You know the other thing I was curious about, too, is Luke is wearing, like, you know, at the end of the first Star Wars, when he's wearing Han's clothes?
Yeah!
He's wearing that outfit.
And he has the blood stripes, but she was never on Corellia. Well, you don't get those fucking blood stripes.
True. You leave the farm, you can't wear that kimono anymore.
No.
So Han's got some spare clothes. This is Star Wars shit.
We're getting
Star Wars. For people that live in America and have seen Star Wars.
This is hard-hitting journalism right here.
This is about the Star Wars holiday special.
But the scene that I love in that's my favorite fucking scene in that is when they go to Chewbacca's son, who's upstairs watching the Boba Fett cartoon, and they literally Imperial officers show up, not stormtroopers, the dudes in the black fucking bike racing helmets. You've never seen Star Wars?
Yeah.
No. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Never seen,
So
keep it over here.
The generals show up. Which fucking, why are you on an alien fucking world?
And they just investigate the house.
And then he goes, hey, you, stop playing video games. Okay, also, one of the big things with the galaxy, like the Imperial forces hate fucking aliens. That's the whole thing. They are the Nazi regime. They are trying to eliminate alien species from the Inner Rim. And they're just like, hey, you, stop playing video games. And he's like, and then they're like, okay, you can keep playing video games. Like, all he had to do was say no, apparently. And they were like, oh, now we speak Shriwook. Now we're not going to fucking euthanize your entire species.
Yeah.
And we'll let you watch the rest of your cartoon.
Well, in fairness, you gotta let the Wookiee win.
Yeah,
that's true.
You have to have
They'll pull your
They
arms
even
off.
knew that.
They even knew that.
They were like, fuck it, let's go to a Rhodian planet.
Yeah,
exactly.
Some compromises have to be made, just to keep order going.
Yeah. Well, the Rhodian planet's where you want to be because they're going to shoot at you and miss you from a foot away.
Well, but it's because anytime you're on that planet, gravity pulls to the left in this weird
and just like moves your entire body.
No, it doesn't move your body. It just moves your head to your shoulder and then back to your neck. So that you can still be a good guy. Fuck you, George Lucas.
His head looked like Qbert, too.
I also love that they tried to make Jabba a good guy. Like, hey, Han, I really need that money, bro. Like, I came all the way down here.
He must have gained a lot of weight because he's tiny when you see him there.
And he can still, like, move around and shit, and he's fairly quick.
I used to wonder as a kid, how the hell did Jabba move?
Yeah. Well, I think that he just had a bunch of those fucking womp rats that sat under him, and he just crushed them like they did with the Egyptians and Timbers.
I thought he floated on his throne or something.
That's what I always thought.
Because it kind of moves back when they put the Rancor pit in there. And
yeah, well, and I think it's like, what an awful way to build a fucking trapdoor, by the way.
I once found a Quimini in the bin in a flea market for $4.
What people can't see right now is me and Mr. Goodnight are playing Star Wars chess while Rivers and Pat just glare at
No,
us.
I'm on board. I'm 100% on board.
Why have you not seen Star Wars?
Oh,
I
we've already discussed this. In
No,
one
but just like
episode.
one sentence wrap. I know you've already had an episode about it.
We didn't have the tapes in the house, and I didn't see it on cable. And my dad did not like Star Wars when he saw it in the theater.
Well, okay, what was your dad's favorite movie?
Jesus, what is my dad's favorite movie? I think it's like The Searchers or something.
That's
like
a
that.
good one.
That's not a bad movie.
Yeah, he's a westerns guy. He's a
anything
space
western.
Westerns and war. He loves that. But if you get anything, and he loves space. But if you get any, and he loves some sci-fi. But that was just too.
all of the elements.
So your dad is like a huge Firefly fan, is what I'm
It's
hearing.
a weird sort of thing where you can't mingle all the things he likes in that way.
Firefly.
It's just like when you're making a good chili and you're like, oh, fucking, I love pancakes. I'm gonna throw those in there. He's like, that's too far.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be high to eat that shit.
You just put them on top. Oh, baked beans and tamales is the greatest thing on the planet, by the way. Don't be fooled by pinto beans thinking they're the same kind of region. I had it, and I love pizza. Now I love baked beans on top of tamales more than anything else. That's a weird tangent. I don't know why I thought of that, but I felt like that needs to come.
Sounds kind of bland.
It's so good.
I don't know. You know, maybe it is.
I felt bad for combining the two because I was like, I feel like this makes me sort of racist.
Yeah. When I don't have much of a taste.
I just
for
got
Mexican
66
food.
records in the mail, and I got 7. I got 4 Dylan first pressing monos. They sound completely different in mono than in the stereo, man.
Did you get?
Let me tell you.
Did you get them things you used to have in the newspaper where you fill out the thing and you get like 50 records for $1 and shit
No,
like
my
that?
uncle was giving away his records.
Really?
So, yeah.
Did you get? Did you get into Donovan?
I didn't get any Donovan. No, I got a shit ton of Joan Baez, which is.
Do you have any Blackfoot?
Blackfoot sucks, Rivers.
No,
I'm sorry.
no,
Blackfoot
they fucking
sucks.
know. Blackfoot's the shit.
They kicked him out of Skinner because they said, look, you are making us look like a bunch of pussies. Go take your big fat Indian forehead and make your own band. And they suck, Rivers. I'm sorry.
They're great. They're great. This is what I'm talking about. This shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Dude, this is like
I've heard it. Yeah, but
half deep in the swamp.
Yeah, but there's like
Fucking
early
kicking catfish to
There's
death.
like early Aerosmith records with better grooves.
This is like proto Loverboy. You know?
Speaking of which, have you heard that first Fleetwood Mac record from '68?
Oh no, but I'll tell you this: they're Peter Green shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's a completely different fucking band.
It
and
was.
Everybody forgets Black Magic Woman is not a fucking Santana song.
it was Fleetwood
That is
Mac.
a Fleetwood Mac song.
Yep.
Yeah, Fleetwood
Peter
Mac,
Green wrote Black
But
Magic
you know
Woman,
the
and
thing
Carlos
is,
Santana asked if he could use
the
it.
thing with Fleetwood Mac is Mick Fleetwood and Jim McVie owned the name.
Yes.
And they contributed nothing to the band in any of its incarnations.
Except
They
for
would
the drumming.
They would have other people come in and write the song. So that's why it was really a series of several different bands under the Fleetwood Mac name.
Yeah. Well, but then they did the same thing. Like, that whole, like, I fucking cannot stand the whole will they, won't they between Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks. It's like, that, like, do you remember the concert, like the reunion concert when Lindsey and Stevie came back and it was like
The
on
Clinton
PBS?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about either two of them, and they didn't cut to any other member of that band. I actually think Mick Fleetwood's a fucking great drummer. I want to see him drum. For fuck's sake, show me the whole band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see his black vest.
Yeah, let me see that sick beard. Just
Yeah.
drum
Let me
it
see
out.
that amazing
Sometimes-
ponytail.
Sometimes, like, if the people that like are doing the directing don't know, it's like when you see the Woodstock movie and it's
Yeah.
just on Daltrey the whole
Yeah.
time. You don't see the band.
Yeah, you don't see Keith.
Sometimes
You
the
don't
last
see
waltz
yeah,
where you see
like,
Garth Hudson one time.
And never
the
Richard
Cramps?
Manuel singing.
Oh yeah, never Richard Manuel singing.
There was
yeah.
there was a series of DVDs. Netflix had them for a little while, but it was a bunch of punk rock bands live at the Napa County Sanatorium.
Never saw that.
Oh my god! Put it on your Netflix queue. If you've got like, if you have the like not the cheap Netflix where you can just watch whatever they put on in Netflix, but you get like one DVD. Get the series. Like all you have to do is search Napa County Sanatorium, and they'll all come up. But it was like the Damned. I think the not the Dwarves, but the Cramps played there, and it is literally watching a punk band in the middle of an insane asylum, just letting crazy people take over whenever they want. Like at one point, like the mic comes out and just wanders through the crowd. There's crazy people yelling at people, and I was just like.
God.
Like, and it had distribution. It was Rhino distribution.
So it's
It
like
was
an
just
active insane
It
asylum.
really is. It's like,
shit,
let's
that's
just give
gnarly.
him some instruments. And then it was like the cramps were born. Some of that stuff, it's just like, I'm afraid it's going to just disappear. You know, who the fuck knows about that? There's like a small distribution that like happened in like 95, you know, shitty DVD quality or whatever. It's like, I know very few people that own a DVD player anymore. Either people are watching everything online or everybody's going to Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'd imagine the
nowadays,
clips
though,
of that are
yeah,
on YouTube
it
or
shows
some
up on
sort
places
of
like
Couldn't
YouTube.
find them on
Vimeo
YouTube
or something
Well,
like
it
that.
was on
Big
YouTube
Second
for a
Life.
little bit, and then it got pulled down for copyright. The only thing I can think is Rhino, because Rhino is like Rhino owns Magnet, so anything they release, they're fucking watchdogs about that shit. If you post it and nobody's buying it, the profit margin for that shit is so low that they'll just take it down. And YouTube complies anytime you have a copyright infringement and they say, hey, they're posting this is actually distributed, they'll pull it right away. Like, it's not like, hey, somebody posted a video of me doing comedy. Like, please take this off. I'm a private user. It's, hey, we're a huge distribution company.
Yeah.
You are violating your terms of service.
Remember when Viacom got like a third of YouTube removed back in like 2006?
Yeah, because I couldn't watch DuckTales anymore. I was fucking pissed.
No, they don't have a... Well, you can go to Dailymotion and see the little koala.
What?
Dailymotion.
You can watch DuckTales on Dailymotion now?
I don't know. I just know you can see the little koala. And Viacom was trying to pull that one. But it's like, if some of these things, if they're not distributing it, what's the fucking thing? You know, what's the point? But it's always tricky.
Yeah.
It's always tricky finding what music and what TV shows you can and can't find on YouTube.
Oh, fucking...
Yeah.
Well, like the WKRP in Cincinnati thing.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
watch that fucking show without the music.
Yeah, I know where they have just the generic songs.
Yeah,
and
and
all
it's
that
just
shit.
like, oh,
Or
you like
Beavis and-
canned shitty fucking music?
Or
Here you
Beavis
go.
and Butthead without the videos.
Yeah, it's like, why do I want to watch
That's
10
always
minutes
been
of them
an issue.
making fun of something I can't see?
Yeah.
Or no, they don't even put that.
No, they just
have-
cut it and it's just
they
it's
cut it
just the part with the
completely.
plot.
And it's like
yeah.
and the sketches lose so much without that little thing in between of
Yeah.
them making fun of
Yeah.
Grim Reaper.
throws-
Well, it's like
it throws
watching,
the timing off.
Well, it's also like watching, like, if you took MST3K and you took the movie out. Who the fuck wants to watch the shit in the middle? I don't.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Is there? That's a good question. Is there a copyright issue with that?
Sometimes.
Because isn't there only certain ones that are like online and
There's
shit like
there's
that?
certain ones that are on Netflix and Hulu. I know that Netflix just wound up getting like a big dump of them last month. Dump. But
That's our theme tonight.
Dump.
The dump episode.
I thought it was going to be a record collection episode. Now
What's
it's
going on?
dumb.
Our
and we
theme
just
tonight-
talked about stars for 20 minutes.
Our theme tonight is Herodotus. We are big on digressions, as we would have liked.
Like my biggest problem with that was like I cannot stand the side stuff, like especially with the fucking blonde lady who was way too confident.
Ric Flair.
Yes.
wait a second, are we
You
talking
remember
about-
the Nature Boy MST3K seasons?
Oh, you're talking about the later ones.
Yeah, with,
I got sick of it after Joel left.
Oh, yeah,
I
Joel's the
watched
greatest.
like the early Mike ones, and they were all right. But I without Joel, I know Mike ones they had right up, but without Joel, it lost a lot of its soul. That rhymed.
Well, and I think after the last TV's Frank too, it was just
Oh
like,
yeah, I used to
that
call
was
neighbor
the
Frank
funniest
TV's
thing.
Frank back in the day. Push the button, Frank.
Yeah, oh, I love it. Like TV's Frank was like, it was TV's Frank. It was in some of the Mike stuff, but a lot of the Joel stuff. Like he was in most of the Joel stuff, and that's when they were still on. They still had the Professor, who was like the weird
Clayton
guy
Forrester.
with yeah.
yeah, with the little gray spot in his mustache.
Weirdly enough, while that show was actually on the air, like when it was actually on TV, did you ever get the CBS syndication of it?
No, but do you mean the hour ones?
Yeah,
I remember seeing those on
with the
Comedy
really
Central
weird
afternoons.
bookends.
It was
of the
supposed
old
to be-
guy?
It was supposed to be, I think, it was a parody of Peter Graves on Biography. Is what it was, which was a big cable thing.
I
at
had
the time.
never seen that, and we only had like basic cable, like not even basic cable, but basic antenna shit until I was like in high school.
Yeah.
because we lived in a really small town, and we could either get DirecTV, and my parents were like, "Fuck that, it's expensive. We're gonna wait," and we never got it. So it was like that parody never hit me, and I just thought it was like CBS doesn't get MST3K. They think this guy matches that aesthetic, and it was like just kind of added to that like teenage.
No, it was a parody of
they're
like
fucking up my movie.
it's a parody of like mid '90s cable.
Because I never listened to what he said, and I never realized he was making jokes. I was like, "Oh, this asshole."
Well, the point of the thing was to syndicate it because it was 2 hours, and it was to get like a version out there that fit into more regular time slots.
That makes more sense.
They used to even show it on like the Comedy Channel or
Comedy
Sci-Fi,
Central, yeah.
whichever one it was on at the time, in the afternoons.
Dude, that was preteen boy fucking like hot fucking prime time. Was that lineup because you had MST3K on CBS, you had the Saturday night WWF on ABC, like where I was. There was the Saturday night late night where they would replay Raw, but they would play it on local television.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was like a local thing, but we had that.
I wasn't still watching by
and
that
then we
point.
had SNL. So it was like you could flip, and it was good SNL too. So you could flip between SNL when the music guys would come up, and I'd be like, "Don't give a shit."
Yeah.
And then I'd switch over to MST3K, and as MST3K was in a commercial break, then I would jump over to WF and just finish the night out. It's like it was like my mic run for good TV on Saturday night.
TV used to be a lot better.
It was.
You know, back in the day when cable, before all the network drift and everything became fucking reality shows about people fucking running pawn shops and shit.
Well, and that's the thing is people always complain about like, well, it was because we only had 5 channels. It's like, yeah, but you also have to think of it from like a programmer's angle. It's like, well, they're not gonna watch us, and they have 4 other choices. We need to make our side good. They'll actually turn the TV on.
It's like Memphis wrestling.
Yeah.
You got to get people in there every week. You got to get crazy.
Yeah, there still has to be a crowd. Like, you know, you still have to have viewers. And I don't know, it's like I feel like when certain shows were on TV, everybody was watching that at certain points.
Oh yeah.
And now with like cable, it's like you have to wait like a week before somebody's seen something.
Well, I mean, even before cable, like in the old days of 3 networks, the finale to The Fugitive in the mid-'60s got some kind of outrageous thing like 60% of all viewing that nothing could ever
Mashed
get
it
anymore.
too.
MASH, yeah.
Where it was like, wait, 60% of the fucking country was watching that network
of
on that
households
TV show.
were watching the end of MASH.
That's insane. Like considering that like they're happy when the Super Bowl gets 30% retention now.
Yeah.
It's like I just want to see what their old ratings were. Like,
I mean,
compared
I
to
Love
today
Lucy.
of, like, A-Team.
I Love Lucy would get 40 shares.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Well, there was only 3 channels at the time.
But I Love Lucy is one of those shows that it's like that was comedy gold. I
Yeah.
mean, like if you can watch that show in the 21st century, realizing that show is 60 fucking years old,
Yeah.
and still gut laugh. This is weird. Like me and Mr. Goodnight have hit like the tunnel of syndicated television.
Oh, I love syndicated television.
So good.
That is what we grew up on back in the day.
Yeah. That's what kind of bugged me about like the TGIF lineup. The gold, like that nice, like Full House, Step by Step.
I never liked that shit.
Well, I was really young when that was like that was my shit when I was in 5th grade.
I'd have fucked Clarissa, I admit that, but beyond that, I never liked that shit.
I would want her to explain everything to my penis.
Yeah, I'll explain everything she wants. I'd throw her up against the wall, honey. Don't listen if you're sensitive. But I would fuck her until cum came out of her ears. Because she's slamming. What can I say?
Okay, everybody in this room's jerked off to Bewitched at least once, right?
Bewitched?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
just
kind of an odd thing.
Endora scene.
No, if it would have got, I had a thing for fucking redheads, man.
Everybody knows is going to love Liz Montgomery, but I've always had a problem with that because as beautiful as she is, there's something about her that looks a little bit like my mother.
Well,
so it makes that
difficult.
difficult.
On your butthole, like.
I always hated that shit in the color ones where it wasn't. Bewitched started as a great like parody of the sitcom genre, but in the color ones, it just got into like this sci-fi thing where they would go to like the cosmic cotillion and all that shit, and it was really just about the witches now and not about like the witch and the normal husband.
One time, I bought a copy of The Replacements' Let It Be at What Street Records in Atlanta for $15.
Wow, that's a good deal.
Yeah, they sell it for $150 on Discogs.
Yeah, but you can download it online for free.
Exactly.
But if you go to Bog Bean Records in Redding, California, you can find every Pablo Cruz record.
Yeah.
Pretty worn down, like pretty flat. But let's be honest, it is a Pablo Cruz record. If you're not jamming to Pablo Cruz, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, and they always have some dude's name written on them.
Yeah.
In magic marker. Just, Frank!
Franks, don't steal. Don't take my Pablo Cruz. I got a party on Saturday.
These are my Chicago records.
God, how many fucking Chicago records are there?
Oh,
Okay.
I think
they're
still
all
print them.
called Chicago.
Yeah,
24.
with that denim. Like what is the name of that song? 24-624, right?
Yeah, 25 or 6.
6 to 4.
The only good song they have.
Good being a relative term.
Yeah, relative to the rest of the mountain of shit.
It's like Russian Working Man. It's their good song, relatively speaking.
Well, and then
they copyrighted the name. Like Mayor Daley was going to sue them or some shit.
and then they also do Saturday
In the park, I think it was the 4th of July.
You couldn't tell from the fireworks, you jackass.
I think it was the 4th of July.
It's the line that I always hate in that song that makes me want to just vomit.
A
is,
man
selling ice cream.
That line sucks.
Fuck you.
Fuck that line.
Another day in the park.
Fuck, what song
Where
did we
every
change
day's
today?
I have a theory that Chicago was trying to be the white equivalent of Sly and the Family Stone.
Oh, we
And
changed
it failed.
We changed Ticket to Ride to Turd on My Dick because we were riding.
Oh,
with
you
a
didn't
kid-
want to go with Chicken to Ride? Okay.
No,
You know?
we were riding with a guy who didn't realize the white pant code. Which, if you see a girl wearing white pants, what is she like? Pat, you've been with your girlfriend way too long, I think. Okay, girl with white pants. What is she like?
I don't know. Who wears white pants anymore?
Girls who like butt sex.
Had you never heard that? No.
I
was
didn't
just
know
going
anybody
with it.
still
Is
wore
that like
white
a California
pants.
thing? I don't know, man. I just...
River, say it. River, say it.
Which? I can see your dick through your white shorts. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one. That was the one catchphrase I never told you about. It's called Tennis Man.
Once you've seen Rivers do that, you'll never be able to sleep again.
I can see your dick through your white shorts.
They got a talking Rivers doll. It's like, they pull the string. It's like, I can see your dick through your white shorts.
I love it.
What's this bullshit?
This is bullshit. I love it.
What are these pickles? Have you ever explained that on the podcast?
Have I?
What that is? The uh-oh? The who uh-oh? Explain Chicago first, Pat.
No. I wanted to stick to a theme
Can I
here.
say something? Can I say something? If you've ever seen the black and white episodes of I Dream of Jeannie, they suck. They don't have the fucking theme song. And
it just has the right.
It has that old song, Jeannie, Jeannie. It's horrible. Without the fucking Hugo Montenegro theme song, there's very little point to watching the show. I'll tell you this though, I would fuck Dr. Bellows' wife like you wouldn't believe. Because she's tired of Dr. Bellows, because let's face it, that had to be before Don't Ask, Don't Tell, because he is the gayest character that has ever been on television, including
Liberace
ones nowadays.
playing the Riddler in Batman.
No, he was playing his own
the
villain.
Riddler.
That's right.
He was Maestro or some shit. What was he?
He was just Liberace.
Yeah, he pretty much was. And his brother, too. Remember, he was his evil brother George or some shit.
And they would make up excuses for a piano to be there.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's one episode where he has a bank heist. And then he walks over and there's a fucking piano in the middle of the bank. And it's like, well, he has the maestro.
They believe in friendly banking. They should look. You got to wait in line at a bank. You could have a piano player or some shit like that.
Well, dude, they've started playing loud ass music at the Wells Fargo down the street from my house. It's not even dance music. You're standing in line and it's fucking Vertical Horizon, like you're a god and I am.
Can you see the way she loves me?
Oh,
baby,
would you
would understand. But it's the acoustic version.
By
that
the
they're
way,
playing
Would you
on,
rather they played
Adult
Chicago or
Contemporary.
something?
So it's like there's like a tenor sax in the lead, and then some guy just like wow 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 wow. But the rest of the song's the exact same. That's kind of how I know that there is no God. Is 3 of 4 members of the Ramones are dead, or no? Are all the Ramones?
No,
dead?
Tommy's
all
still
the
alive.
two
Tommy's still
drummers,
alive.
the two drummers,
The
Marky
two,
as well.
Marky and Marky and Tommy.
Yeah.
But Lou Gramm, live and kicking, still around.
Lou Gramm.
From Foreigner.
From Foreigner.
I figured out there was no God
Christ.
because Insane Clown Posse is still around.
Insane
Yeah,
Clown
but-
Posse's genius.
Yeah.
Insane Clown Posse.
I think it's genius.
I think that
What?
the world works as scales, and for every awful fucking band, there needs to be an equally great band. And I think without ICP, I can't even think of who would even be that great because they're real low on the spectrum. I
We
love
were
that.
once saying like, would you go out with somebody if it turned out she was Hitler's daughter? And we thought about this, and somebody brought up, well, as long as she's not a juggalo.
I'll say this about Insane Clown Posse is that my friend Jonathan and I, used to write a bunch of shit together when we still lived in Auburn. And one night we were both struck by this vision, this very funny vision of a juggalo wearing a black turtleneck against a black background, holding up a skull. Also painted like a juggalo and saying, "Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio.
Hamlet
He was
or
the
some
man of
shit?
infinite jest." And then we suddenly, like, the wheel, it was one of those things, like, it was just the two of us hanging out and the wheel started spinning. And by the end, we had, like, started writing this unproduced, unrealized screenplay called Juggalo Community Theater. And it was about a juggalo named Jachilles, who worked at Waffle House, and he felt oppressed by his by his manager, Chad.
What state is he from?
I think it was just not like it was just
because
generally suburban America.
There's different types of juggalos. Ohio juggalos much different than Alabama juggalos.
This was
the fact
just
that you know the sex of juggalos.
This was just
Ohio
weird
fucking
to me.
juggalos.
Yeah, they're like a motor.
They're the hardest.
The black and white Gilligans. They're a little bit better.
Well, no, it's the ones that are from the most desperate, desolate places.
Right. Well,
are the hardest core juggalos. But then you also have to take into account that there's the southern juggalos and the northern juggalos and the Midwest post-industrial.
These were unspecified juggalos, but it was Jachilles. He was the leader, and basically he had such a force of personality that he was able to turn his entire group of juggalo friends into a community theater, and they had performed musical after musical. And the opening part of this was basically, it starts out, and the reason I'm saying all of this is because basically, it's, as we were doing this, like It's Always Sunny had an episode with Juggalos. Like everybody started jumping on it at the same time, and I was like, "Well, fuck it," and we didn't have the money. Yeah. So the first thing that happens is it shows him doing Hamlet, and then it shows him, and basically the narrative starts with just showing all of the previous years leading up to this year, in which Jachilles is throwing out the book. He's done doing Sondheim. He's done doing Weber. He's doing his own shit.
Yeah.
So it starts with...
And it's going to be a theatrical
about
version.
his life.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a theatrical version of The Great Malenko or something like that.
No, it's about him. It's about his struggle as a juggalo. His struggalo. And...
Struggalo?
But... Anyway, basically, so it would just start off showing a bunch of juggalos doing, Gary, Indiana, and in full face paint, and then cut to like the Phantom of the Opera, and then Maria, I just met a girl named Maria, like all of this leading up to it shows him writing the musical.
So this is all overture. In them doing this dance.
You thought of a lot
Dare
of backstory for
that. But the reason I said all this is to say this. In doing the project, and his best friend, his erstwhile companion, his idiot savant who is really the smart one, his name was Sleepy Three Kind Bud. My friend Mossman came up with that, and that's my favorite thing in the world was that character. Was if you ever seen American Movie, Sleepy Three Kind Bud was based on Mike Shank, and Jachilles was somewhat based on Mark Borchardt from American Movie. Like they're just these two hapless morons. One of them has a vision and no talent, and the other one has a lot of talent and no vision.
You
and
could
they're like,
use this energy to cure cancer or something.
I could.
May I ask, what was the Jachilles heel?
It was his own ambition and his unwillingness to bend to. Because his girlfriend, Dark Fairy Queen, was telling him constantly that he needed to get his shit together.
A tragedy?
It's basically...
It's a 3-act, we were
I
basing...
got the brains, you got the looks.
Well, the second act would be the tragedy when the production falls apart. And then the third act...
lose their tickets to the
Is this like the producers or some shit?
It roughly follows the trajectory of the Star Wars trilogy. I'm sorry, Pat, but basically you introduce all the characters. I'm not going there. I swear I'm pulling back.
You're not the only one that's sorry.
I'm pulling back. It just introduces the characters in the first act. The second act is where you get the fall, the tragedy, the hopelessness. Third act is redemption. Now, the reason I said all this is to say this, that I wanted to represent the Juggalo community as accurately as possible, not present them as a stereotype. Not, to
Why do you
to
have
do
to be
it.
a bleeding heart with Juggalo?
Well, because what I'm saying,
live theater production.
what I'm saying is that I ended up reading a bunch of shit about him. And
you did Juggalo research.
I did a shitload of Juggalo research.
Oh God,
Jug search.
I just have
this, Search-a-lo.
I just
have
have
a lot of Search-a-lo.
I just have this image in my head of
you don't smoke weed and you did this shit?
Yeah, I haven't smoked any weed in 10 years.
I just have this image in
you
my
have no
head
excuse for this shit.
of like the end of my life with the Hells Angels, Hunter S. Thompson.
They beat the shit out of me.
But like a bunch of juggalos just beating the crap out of you for crossing them. You know?
Did you go undercover with the
Well,
Juggalos?
we tried because at Hastings, which is the local video store, there was always a Tahoe with a hatchet man on the back of it, and we were like talking about like hanging outside the Tahoe and waiting for that guy and like interviewing him and trying to figure out. But I did a lot of research and I got a lot of respect for those guys.
One of the biggest issues that I've always seen with the Juggalos is the fact that like they're one of the only like kind of subcultures of like, oh, we love this thing so much we're gonna do all this shit to kind of be with it. But learning, not a part of that. Like learning about other things, like there's like the whole thing with
Learning
like,
to read.
Yeah, like learning how magnets work. Like that was the big thing.
The
for a long
insane
time.
clown posse get the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. They get the joke.
I
they think it's hilarious.
Self-awareness
My
is
problem is-
entirely overrated.
That's the same problem
They
that I
get
have.
the
It's
joke.
It's not a joke though. That's my problem with like, I think any comedian who goes up and basically preaches hate speech on stage and is getting laughs. It's like a baby playing with their dick. It's like you don't want to encourage that mentality. Otherwise, you wind up with, you know, a toddler and then an adult. That
More
plays with their dick all
comedians.
the time, and then more comedians. And it comes around.
Boom. Justin, where can people find you on the internet?
I am at Just Lentz, JUSTLENTZ on Twitter and Instagram. I am Justin Lentz on the Facey books. There's a picture of me in a kimono on there right now. So I think I'm the only Justin online with a kimono right now.
Will you be in a kimono in 3 weeks?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And also,
that was a fairly random question.
Huh.
Oh, because 3 weeks from now.
yeah.
I
And
thought you were setting up some little hookup or some shit on a yacht or something. You know, you put on.
Sailing takes me away.
See, I knew you would put on that shit.
Where I'm going.
Also-
Rivers, just get you a boat and get you a kimono and get you some of them. You probably already got the record.
I also would
wish I
like
was
people
born deaf.
to check out my my cinematography debut. Just hashtag fuck gushers.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can find a video that me and Rivers made at a mansion that I would totally have sex with.
Well, y'all film a porno or some shit?
No,
There's not Chicago music.
we
in it,
spent
is
the
there?
weekend
or Blackfoot.
We spent the weekend shooting a crazy person's fantasy TV show. I think everybody should Google Tiberius Welch's.
Yeah.
And really help him out with his plight.
Yeah, it'll help him.
Is he another guy with a
stay in his
Roman
house.
name?
Yeah, I gave him one. All right, and we'll see you next time. Here's Blackfoot with Road Fever. The Goods from the Woods is mixed and edited by me, Rivers Langley, and distributed by Westcast Network. Our theme song is composed by DJ Smiles. You can find him online at djsmiles.net.